Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. The situation on the daily chart has not changed at all. The price continues to hold support at the moment, and the main support area, okay, which is defined by measuring the length of the entire third wave, which started here around the 11th to 12th of September and possibly ended already, but it might still be unfolding. We're going to take a look at that on the smaller time frame, but that's, this is the support area defined by measuring these 2 points, currently located between $47 and $79. A lot of people ask me, how is it measured? That's how you measure it. However, I'm using the logarithmic chart, and it's very important that you're using the fib levels based on log scale as well. You cannot use the linear ones on the log scale chart. You get different results. Okay, now the idea is we are in this 5-wave pattern. After wave 4 is finished, we should get another high in wave 5. One more high basically, and then we take it from there. Okay, we have to take it level by level because the potential is there that this is going to form a substantial top there. Okay, but first of all, the wave 4 could take many weeks to play out, and then the wave 5 will also take many weeks to play out, and then we have to take it from there. I need to look at the structure, assess the situation when we get there. Bottom line is, as long as we're holding that 50% retracement level, which is at $47, another high is very likely. Does it mean we have to go to 47? No. But it would be ideal if we get a more healthy correction that has a similar duration as wave 2, so several weeks, and the price would at least get close to 70. Well, I would like to see it touch 79, possibly even go down to 59, sort of in that region, okay? Do we go to 47? Maybe, okay? But below that, I will lose, let's say I will lose trust in this unfolding 5-wave pattern. But as long as we're holding 47, the focus can be on higher. Now, in the short term, it is possible that the wave 4 hasn't even started yet. That's what we've been discussing over recent weeks. There is, of course, a short-term bullish and a short-term bearish scenario. I always tell you what I'm leaning to, or if I'm neutral. I'm fairly neutral here, okay, about the question if wave 3 is finished or if the wave 3 is still extending, but I'm slightly leaning towards another high. That should give you a roughly, sort of an idea of probabilities and what I'm leaning to. The thing is, obviously, because the third wave has fulfilled all the expectations and the third wave has even extended beyond ideal targets, or let's say beyond minimum and then beyond the ideal targets. Yeah, we're now basically in an extended target range for the third wave. I cannot say that I'm strongly leaning towards new highs because there's no need, and basically a fourth wave pullback is due, okay? However, I cannot confirm that until we haven't even broken below micro support levels. So the first level really that will tell me that the larger degree fourth wave there is unfolding, well, that level is $89.80. Once that level breaks, I am leaning towards the wave 4 is in the making. But until then, I'm leaning towards we're gotta get one more high, because as long as we're holding support, there's no reason to I don't need to guess. The market always tells us what's going on. The thing is, the skill comes in. We need to understand what the market is telling us. Now, it hasn't really told us that the wave 4 has started. Maybe it has, but we won't be able to confirm that until we get that break below $89.80. So that should give you all the relevant levels. But until we break support, one more high is still expected. Also, I think the whole structure to the upside would look better with one more high. And it's all about the right look as well. So the next targets to the upside then would be at $134.79, $147.47, and possibly $173.15 for another high. So these are the levels to watch. And in terms of support, we have here $97.34. We already saw the price react to it. This is typically the ideal support level or ideal retracement level for a wave 4. So maybe the low is in, but we need to first get a break above the $110 level here to have at least an indication that that's the case. Basically, we want evidence that the price has formed a higher low, because at the moment this could go either way easily. It could make another low here. That wouldn't be bearish, but we would then need to watch $93 and $89.80 as next micro support levels. So in summary, we need $110 broken to have first indication that a low is in, because then we've got a higher high, we have a higher low, okay, and a higher high. And if we then see the price break above $115.50, the B wave high, that would be further confirmation, but not certainty. There is no certainty, okay? So, and in the short-term bearish scenario, obviously, we would see the price break below $89.80. And that is sort of the level that, for me, shifts probabilities between, okay, we get that one more high to the target specified, or we are already in the larger degree fourth wave. In terms of microstructures for the move down, yeah, I mean, I would say this is a 1, this is a 2, and we would now be in a third, fourth, fifth. But then again, you know, what is this? This doesn't really look like a third wave yet. Means it could also be that this is a wave 1, and this entire move down is a diagonal, but this is where it's getting very complex. So a 3-wave move in wave 1. Now we are forming a wave 2. See, this works quite well as well. A, B, C in wave 1, then A, B, C in wave 2. We would get an A, B, C in wave 3, and so on. But then I still need that break below $89.80. So we can talk about microstructures all day. I know people like micro counting, but the levels are often more important, okay? Sometimes I get comments that, okay, Elliott wave is very interpretive. Well, it is. A lot of the quality of the analysis often depends on the experience of the person applying it. However, and you can still ask 5 Elliott wave analysts and you probably get different answers about the structures. Now, bear in mind that different structures can still lead to the same result. That's one thing. But the other one is that even if Elliott wave analysts disagree, because there are interpretive elements, okay, there are a lot of rules in Elliott wave, or let's say there are a few rules, there are a lot of guidelines. And yeah, there is that interpretive aspect, and I would argue someone who's got more experience can apply it better. But what makes it objective, that's the FIPS. Okay, so for example, if I tell you I'm leaning to a scenario, you can always have a different opinion, but again, always need to watch the FIPS for that. So for example, if there is a chart that I absolutely don't like because I think it's either not clear or looks bearish, but I can still give you a bullish scenario. Now you can play that as long as the levels are holding, because they are objective. Yeah, similar story here. If I told you, I was leaning towards the yellow count, but people might choose to play the white one because the levels are holding. So I'm telling you though that I think it would look better with one more high, but objectively the market will tell me that below $89.80 probabilities definitely start to shift. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. You can find the links for those in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.